Do you often feel like you're stuck in a cycle of bad emotions that you can't break? Imagine if you could use the knowledge of a famous samurai to get out of this rut. In today's video, we'll look at how to use mindfulness to beat bad emotions by drawing on Miyamoto Musashi's timeless teachings. Step 1. Use a body scan to identify where you feel emotion. Thoughts, decisions, and physical health are all affected by our emotions. When negative emotions like anger, fear, or sadness come up, they can show up in different parts of the body as well. A body scan can help you become more aware of where and how these emotions are felt physically, which is the first step toward understanding them and eventually letting them go. This practice is in line with the teachings of Miyamoto Musashi, who stressed the importance of becoming self-aware and fully understanding oneself to find inner peace and strength. To start a body scan, find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be bothered. Sitting or lying down is often the best way to do this exercise because you can fully relax. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths, letting your focus gently settle within your body. Start at the tips of your toes, bringing your awareness there and noticing any sensations present. Slowly and mindfully move your attention upwards through each part of your body: the feet, ankles, legs, hips, chest, shoulders, arms, hands, neck, face, and finally the top of your head. As you move through each area, pay attention to any tension, heaviness, or other strange feelings. When you feel negative emotions, they often show up in your body as tension or discomfort. For example, anxiety might feel like a tightness in the chest or a fluttering feeling in the stomach. Anger might feel like clenching your jaw, heat in the face, or tension in the shoulders. Sadness might feel like a weight pressing down on your chest. Instead of avoiding or suppressing these feelings, Musashi taught that facing challenges head-on was important for personal growth. In this case, you don't judge or fight these physical signs of your emotions. Instead, you meet them with curiosity and acceptance. Labeling the emotion that goes with each sensation can be very helpful. For example, if you feel tension in your chest, you could say to yourself, "This feels like anxiety." Similarly, if you feel tightness in your shoulders, you could say, "This feels like anger or stress." By naming these sensations, you create a mental distance from them. Your anger or sadness does not define you. You are just observing them. Musashi often said that true warriors observe without attachment, knowing that emotions are temporary visitors and not permanent parts of us. If you feel a lot of pain or emotion during the body scan, try breathing deeply into that area. Imagine your breath flowing directly to that area, softening and easing the tension. This gentle focus helps you relax and lets out some of your stored emotional energy. Musashi's teachings stress the importance of patience and control, telling us to stay in our center and let our inner strength flow through us. By using the body scan technique, you're practicing that very patience, observing without trying to fix or control, just letting the body and emotions be what they are. Regular body scans can help you become more intuitively connected with your emotions as you learn to recognize the early signs of emotional distress in your body. This mindfulness practice builds your resilience over time, letting you recognize and deal with negative emotions before they get worse. Musashi believed that deeply understanding oneself was the key to all mastery, and this practice is one way to get there. With each body scan, you gain awareness, self-compassion, and acceptance, giving you the power to handle life's emotional challenges with the calm and clarity of a true warrior. Step 2. Ground yourself with the 5-4-3-2-1 technique. When you're feeling anxious, angry, or sad, grounding is very important. The 5-4-3-2-1 technique is a simple but effective way to get back to the present moment and take charge of your thoughts. Musashi, who was famous for his mental discipline and focus, taught that clarity can only come from firmly anchored in the present. This technique follows his advice by giving you a way to stop your thoughts from going in circles and face each moment fully aware. Take a slow, deep breath in and out to relax. Then, focus on 5 things around you and pay close attention to their colors, shapes, and features. This will help you stop thinking about things that are bothering you and connect with the real world. Next, think of 4 things you can touch and describe their texture and temperature. Training each sense helps keep your mind balanced and grounded. By focusing on what you can physically feel, you allow your mind to focus on real sensations, which can help balance out the vagueness of emotions that can feel overwhelming. Listen to 3 things that you can hear, like the air conditioner humming, birds singing outside, or the soft rustling of leaves. Listen without judging them, because Musashi's teachings say that listening fully makes us more aware and stops our minds from racing with thoughts. Name 2 things you can smell, like the air or something you've used before, like laundry detergent on clothes. Using your sense of smell brings you more into the moment, which can help you let go of bad feelings and ground yourself in simple feelings. The 5-4-3-2-1 technique looks very simple, but it works amazingly well. Doing it regularly strengthens your mind, just like Musashi said was important for training regularly. This exercise can become a reliable way to turn times of intense emotion into chances for awareness, bringing you back to a state of calm, no matter how crazy your mind feels. Step 3. Visualize emotions as waves. Visualization can help you deal with negative emotions, especially when they feel too much to handle. Emotions are like waves in the ocean. They rise, peak, and then fall. Seeing emotions as waves helps us see them as temporary, which lets us deal with them with acceptance instead of resistance. Miyamoto Musashi, who often talked about how temporary life is, knew that emotions come and go too. Musashi's wisdom teaches us that nothing is permanent, and this can help us deal with emotions with peace and strength. When a bad emotion like anger, sadness, or anxiety comes up, find a quiet place to sit, close your eyes, and center yourself. Picture yourself standing on the shore of an ocean, watching the waves come in. Picture the emotion as a wave in the distance that builds strength and speed until it comes toward you. Instead of turning away, face the wave and notice its size, color, and movement. When it reaches its peak, don't be afraid to acknowledge it. You know it will soon pass and go away. Think of each wave as an emotion. Notice how, like waves, emotions can feel strong and intense at first, but weaken over time. As you watch each wave rise, remind yourself that it will also fall. Musashi thought that staying calm and collected, even during intense experiences, was a sign of true strength. By thinking of emotions as waves, you create distance from them. This distance lets you become an observer of your emotions, knowing that they are only temporary states and not permanent truths. Seeing emotions as waves can also help us be less resistant to them. When we feel bad emotions, we often try to push them down or ignore them, which makes them stronger. If we accept that emotions are normal and temporary, we can let them happen without being controlled by them. Musashi said that a warrior shouldn't hold on to anything, not things, not people, and not even emotions. Instead, he taught a mindset of flow and adaptability. When we see emotions as waves, we honor this teaching by letting ourselves flow with our feelings instead of fighting against them. This practice also helps us become more patient because we have to stay calm and present while watching each wave of emotion come and go, even when we don't feel good. Over time, this builds resilience, which helps us deal with life's challenges without getting overwhelmed. Musashi would say that this calm observation, even during hard times, is essential for developing real inner strength. As you continue to think of your emotions as waves, practice taking deep breaths every time one rises and falls. Let your breath serve as an anchor that keeps you in the present. Inhale as the wave rises to feel the emotion get stronger. Exhale as the wave starts to fall, letting go of the emotion as it dissolves back into the ocean. Do this as many times as you need to, letting each wave of emotion pass on its own. By doing this, you will learn to feel emotions without being swept away by them. You will become a witness to your emotional life instead of a prisoner of it. Seeing emotions as waves gives you the strength to deal with bad feelings with grace and calm, just like Musashi would in battle, with clarity, poise, and a steady heart. By recognizing that all emotions are temporary, you learn to stay strong and calm, even when things get rough. Step 4. Practice deep listening with yourself. When you listen deeply, you can hear yourself clearly, above the noise of your thoughts. Musashi thought that knowing yourself was important for a warrior. When we listen deeply, we understand where our feelings come from instead of just responding to them. You should take some time to be still and think about what is really going on inside you. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? And then wait for the answer to come to you without forcing it or analyzing it. This step requires honesty and courage because Musashi thought that real strength comes from facing your inner truth. Allow your emotions to come up without judging them. Listen to yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would for a friend. You might realize emotions you hadn't fully acknowledged were thought patterns that lead to negative emotions. The point is to let yourself say what you really feel, even if it makes you feel bad. This simple practice can change your life. As Musashi said, the better you know yourself, the better you can handle life's challenges. Deep listening gives you access to your inner world, which gives you the strength to deal with your emotions with wisdom and compassion instead of resistance. Step 5. Try mindful journaling to externalize your emotions. By writing down your feelings and thoughts in a mindful journal, you can get them out of your head and onto paper. This helps you see things more clearly and frees you from the mental grip of negative emotions. Musashi thought that writing down and recording one's experiences was a powerful way to understand oneself. In the same way, journaling gives you clarity and insight. Set aside some time every day to write. Don't worry about grammar or structure, just let your thoughts flow. Write about your feelings and try to name them. Also, write about the events or thoughts that made them happen. Remember Musashi's advice to observe without judging. Let your words truly show how you're feeling. When you write in a journal, you might notice patterns, like situations or thoughts that make you feel bad on a regular basis. This is important because Musashi taught that knowing your strengths and weaknesses is key to growth. Seeing your emotions written down can help you separate yourself from them. You are not your anger, sadness, or fear. You are the observer of these feelings. By writing in a journal in a mindful way, you can safely let go of your feelings, getting distance from them, and becoming more self-aware. With each entry, you create a map of your inner landscape, which makes it easier to deal with and get past emotional problems. Step 6. Engage in loving-kindness meditation. Loving-kindness meditation, LKM, is a way to show kindness and compassion to yourself and others. This meditation fits with Musashi's teaching on inner harmony, which he thought was important for all warriors. When we practice compassion, our hearts become softer toward ourselves and others, which makes bad feelings less strong. First, get comfortable and take a few deep breaths. Then, focus on yourself and silently say, "May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. May I live with ease." Allow yourself to feel genuine kindness and compassion toward yourself. After a few minutes, repeat these words to someone close to you. Then, slowly add strangers, people you don't know, and even people you have problems with. LKM changes how you deal with bad feelings. Developing kindness protects you from anger, resentment, and fear. Musashi knew this and used it to find inner peace even when he was fighting. You build resilience by practicing loving-kindness meditation, LKM, which teaches you to deal with your feelings with kindness instead of resistance. This helps you stay calm and centered even when you're having a bad mood. LKM is a powerful reminder that compassion, for both yourself and others, is the best way to protect yourself from negativity. Step 7. Use progressive muscle relaxation. Progressive muscle relaxation, PMR, is a way to ease the tension in your muscles that comes from negative emotions. Musashi believed that the mind and body are connected and that physical relaxation makes the mind clearer. PMR is a way to do this, which can help you feel calm and free from emotional stress. To do PMR, start by sitting or lying down comfortably. Tense the muscles in your toes for a few seconds, and then let them go. Slowly move up your body, tensing and letting go of each muscle group as you go, starting with your legs and ending with your face. As you let go of each area, picture the tension leaving your body, leaving you feeling calm and relaxed. You can notice and let go of the physical signs of stress with this practice. As Musashi taught, controlling the body gives you greater control over the mind. By slowly relaxing each muscle group, you strengthen your sense of calm and release negative emotions. Over time, PMR makes you more aware of how your feelings affect your body, and you gain more control over both. Musashi would have seen this as training the mind through the body, which is important for balancing inner and outer battles. Taking these steps will help you become more like Musashi in terms of strength, resilience, and self-awareness. By practicing mindfulness, you can honor your feelings without letting them control you, just like Musashi did when he was facing problems. These practices will help you find inner peace so that you can face life with the grace and courage of a true warrior.